Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden packs? Look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and the most reliable MUT coins on the market. And don't forget to use code Ferdy at checkout for 5% off. A link for their website is at the top of the description. What's going on, guys? Today we have the first lineup update of Madden 23. There are the overalls. We got the 84 overall squad with the 86 offense and the 83 defense. I do think my team's a little bit more highly rated, but I do have some golds in on defense, so it does bring down the overall a little bit. But again, one of the biggest things I need to tell you guys is that overall is not everything. Team overall is not everything. If you're trying to build your team for team overall, I mean, I guess it's not technically a bad thing, but it's not always the most important thing. Team overall is simply not everything. Before we hop into it though, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, and as always, thank you for watching today's video. Let's get started on the defensive side of the ball. Before we do, I just want to say my two playbooks. On offense, I run Vikings. I run the Vikings playbook. And on defense, I run Panthers. So Vikings offense, Panthers defense. I know people are going to ask that in the comment section, even though I addressed it early in the video. So I'm just not going to respond to your comment if you do comment that. I'm just not, because I answered that question at least 500 times so far this year. Vikings offense, Panthers defense. So I'm sure you guys do see the coin stack at 2.6 mil. I did just sell off Micah Hyde. I did end up building the Micah Hyde set. I was already using Eric Rowe and Corey Davis on my squad, so I thought I should just build it, and I did. And then I realized that, I mean, he's good. Micah Hyde is good, one of the better players in this game, but I just can never justify having a card that's that expensive on my team, especially early game. You know what I mean? Like early game, 700K for a safety. A little bit crazy, especially because we know like Javon Holland's coming out soon. Like who knows how good that card's gonna be. So I didn't want to risk his price tanking, so I just sold him off for 700K. So yeah, Micah Hyde is completely gone. But at free safety, we now have Ronnie Lott. I was playing him at corner for a little bit and he was still putting in that work. We have that mid-route KO on him with the 87 speed on the 40 out of 50 Jets team. Can play man, can play zone, can tackle. Ronnie Lott is an absolute monster regardless of what team he's on. If team or not, this card's gonna ball out. As strong safety, we have the 86 man coverage Eric Rowe. That's the main reason why I have Eric Rowe. I mean, this card is pretty good. I would say he plays well. I never really noticed him getting cooked that bad. Usually he's the guy on Donald Parham, so I give him the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, 86 man coverage with good play rec, and also being 6'1", 205 is pretty solid. But yeah, Donnie Parham, he's a pretty tough man to stop. At corner, we have the free house rules, or not house rules. Why did I say house rules? The free solos Randy Moss with pick artist. I'm not sold on this ability yet. I'm not at all, but I wanted to give it a try, so I'm still using it. But yeah, Randy Moss at 6'4" with 85 speed. Also good zone, a good man, a good press. He does get baked sometimes, but honestly, he's not that bad. And he's either playing in the slot or he's playing over the top, depending on what receivers my opponent has. So yeah, there's Randy Moss, man. I think he's definitely a card worth grinding for. I would say so. I mean, a free Randy Moss card that's 6'4", 85 speed, like at corner. I mean, that's pretty nice. At quarterback number 3, we got Caleb Farley. He hasn't given me a reason to move on yet, especially because he's so cheap. I mean, not so cheap, but he's budget. You know what I mean? Like 87 speed, good acceleration. The man is over 80. This card just plays well at 6'2". I really haven't been given a reason to get rid of Caleb Farley and spend that 200K on like a Surtain or an Amani. I really haven't been given that reason yet. So Caleb Farley still on the team, man. He plays well for whatever reason, probably because of the speed, and he's 6'2", obviously. And our final cornerback, our final DB, is L'Jarius Sneed. Obviously, if you don't have L'Jarius, what are you doing? That 90 man coverage, that 88 speed at 6 foot. Card's a monster, man. The card is an absolute monster. And the rest of the cards that do see the field for me are Fred Warner. I have the Fred Warner Platinum. I pulled him in my first pack opening. I've kept him ever since. Fred Warner was even a card that I was looking at before the game was even out, when they revealed all the top linebackers. For obvious reasons, at 86 speed, 6'3". He's still a linebacker at the end of the day, but he does tackle very well. So I'm a big fan of Fred Warner's card. I'm not actually running, what's it called? Stonewall on him. Is that what it's called? Stonewall. I'm not actually running that. I was just giving it a try. It doesn't work that well with how, tackling works this year. Because a lot of the time you're not getting solo tackles. A lot of the time you're kind of holding a guy up and then someone else is helping you out. So yeah, Stonewall doesn't work with that well. Defensive tackle, I got Jordan Davis. I know that there's Derek Brown. I know that there's Sam Adams. Jordan Davis is in that, I would say he's in that conversation. I think Jordan Davis is better than Derek Brown. I would definitely say so. I mean, this guy is 6'6", 341 pounds with 76 speed. He's all over the field, man, with that inside stuff. You hate to see him in the middle. You hate to see Jordan Davis in the middle. I promise you that. If we go over to our specialist, and there's special teams, by the way, we got Thomas Morstead, Greg Zuerlein. But our specialist, we use Micah Parsons, and we also have Nick Bosa as well. So Micah Parsons plays in this spot where he's either pass rushing or he's dropping in his own coverage. I'll show you in a second what that does look like. So having Micah with the high pass rush moves and also having the good zone coverage, Micah is perfect for the defense I'm running right now. I don't even use him. He just plays out there by himself, and he definitely makes an impact. So here's the defense I've been running so far here in Madden 23. Shout out to my man KC for putting me onto this defense. This defense is nasty. It's in the Ravens and the Panthers playbooks, I know for a fact. It could be in more, I don't really know, but I definitely know that it's in both of those playbooks. The Panthers also do have the, that Chiefs blitz everyone's running where you have the 2 loop blitzers. So if you want to run Panthers, you do get access to both blitzes. But yeah, we have Caleb Farley, 87 speed here in the slot. Here's Fred Warner. This is now Derwin James. I didn't even talk about him, but I do have Derwin James in the team as well. Outside, here's Eric Rowe. Here's Ronnie Lott. Here's L'Jarius Sneed. And then this is Micah Hyde, but now it is Randy Moss. And then right here is Micah Parsons. This is Nick Bosa. This is Jordan Davis. And this is Kwity Paye. So real quick, for the setup on this blitz, all you're going to want to do is hit Y, show blitz, and then contain, and then creep the corner in a little bit. Not to the point where he does contain, but right up until like this point would be perfect. And you're going to get straight pressure. You're going to want to use her, this guy who's blitzing, kind of bait that guard and then drop back, and you can use her. You can also drop this guy into coverage as well. The blitz still does work when you drop into like a hook curl or a curl flat or a hard flat. I would say it doesn't work as consistently, but it's definitely still does work. So here's what it looks like against Trevor Lawrence. Let's see if we get pressure here. And you see he's free off an edge. He does kind of pick it up, and you kind of can see, like, if I had, Micah Parsons in a hook curl or a curl flat, he's not getting there, obviously. So that's not kind of nice to have, but most of the time he does run free. This blitz is possible to be picked up, but it rarely does get picked up. So you kind of can see the pressure that I'm sending. There also is a cover 3 variant of this blitz as well. So yeah, it's pretty nasty. Let's see if we get some more pressure here. Oh, we got 1st and goal. Yeah, I may have got dotted this game. This game I may have got dotted. This game, yep. Oh my, I really let it. Did I win this game? Oh no, I lose this game. This is the Tony G gameplay. Unfortunate. All right, let's get over to offense now. So here is the offense. I'm going to say it again. I'm in the Vikings playbook on offense, so keep that in mind. Not that it really matters, but here's the offensive line. We got Jordan Mailata. I pulled him on day 1, looking beautiful. We got Laken Tomlinson, Jet Legend. We got Tyler Linderbaum, the RP. I love this card because he's fast. He's not, Creed Humphrey isn't as fast this year, so you're going to want to try to get your hands on Tyler Linderbaum with that 76 speed, getting down the field, picking up DBs, going crazy. So I love Linderbaum. We got Chris Lindstrom, who might be getting cut soon. I don't really feel like he plays that well. We got Tristan Wirfs, his platinum card. We have Tony Gonzalez, and the reason why I'm running Tony Gonzalez over Donald Parham is because of Tight End Apprentice. I love having Tight End Apprentice early game. I don't know why, I always like having it. I mean, it's a pretty good ability, obviously, being able to add corner routes and crosser routes and post routes and trail routes, especially in a man coverage meta. It's super broken. It reminds me a lot of that Jermichael Finley we had, I believe. That was Madden 21 Jermichael Finley, right? Yeah, that was Madden 21 Jermichael Finley. Man, I love that card. So, yeah, I got Tight End Apprentice Tony G. He plays very well. I know that Donnie's the more affordable and debatably the better option without abilities. But yeah, Tony G plays just fine. He still ags people, obviously, at 6'5" with 86 speed, but also has those super glitchy routes at his disposal every single play. Every single play I can put a corner route or a trail route or a crosser. And against man coverage, all those routes just get cooked. Or all those routes cook man coverage. At wide receiver 1, we have the all Madden legend Randy Moss. Here are the stats. I'm sure you've already seen them. There's already a gameplay up on the channel for this card, but 87 speed, 90 deep route running, pretty good after the catch, 6'4", he ags everyone. So there's Randy Moss with that deep out. At wide receiver 2, we have team captain Keyshawn Johnson. Card plays pretty well. I do have him on a, like I said, a +1 speed theme team. So 86 speed, good route running, 6'4", 211, two 6'4" receivers with 86 speed at least is pretty solid. And then we also have another 6'3" receiver in Corey Davis, who honestly, before I got Randy, was probably my best player. He probably was. So 86 speed, 87 mid route running, good spec catch, 6'3". There we go. There he's after the catch with the 87 juke and the 80 break tackle. At running back, of course, we have Breece Hall. Of course, on the Jets team, it only makes sense. Breece Hall has to be the guy. This card's been playing amazing for me. 86 speed, breaks tackles, the good COD with those 360 cuts feels amazing. Good trucking as well, good carrying at 5'11", 218. This card plays great, man. I kind of wish his spin and his juke were flipped because the spin is awful this year, but it is what it is. I think Breece Hall easily A tier without a theme team, debatably S tier on a theme team for sure. I mean, this card is ridiculous. At backup running back, we have the team builder Tevin Coleman. And I really wish that this card wasn't Tevin Coleman. I wish like the Jets team builder was like a Zach Wilson or a guy like that, so I could actually use them. But it is what it is. 84 overall Tevin Coleman. This card is not that much worse than Breece Hall at 86 speed with the acceleration of the match at 6'1". Card plays great. He really does. Or maybe like the Jets RP could have been like Sauce or someone like that. That could have been pretty cool. But it is what it is. We have Tevin Coleman. He does return kicks and play fullback for me, so there he is. And at quarterback, we have Jalen Hurts. Debatably, you could say that some guys are better than Jalen Hurts, but for my play style and how I play this game, Jalen Hurts is perfect. 85 speed, the speed of a guy like Lamar Jackson with the accuracy stats of a guy like Aaron Rodgers, has that Gen 3 release. This card plays great, man. I love this Jalen Hurts card. I don't know when I'm going to switch off of him, but I love Jalen Hurts' card, man. With the quick draw, he plays great. I can't recommend him anymore, but his price did go up a little bit, obviously, because he's a limited. But, dude, I just love this card. So we've gone over the offense and we've gone over the defense, but before we wrap up today's video, I want to go over some stats on these players that I've been using. So here is Randy Moss's stats receiving wise: 47 catches for 1,800 yards and 21 touchdowns, averaging 80 receiving yards a game, which is just insane. So yeah, there's Randy Moss's stats after using him for a couple days this weekend in MUT Champions. Here's Corey Davis. He's had a lot more usage. I've used him ever since basically I started playing this game. So here's Corey Davis's stats. Pretty crazy as well. We go right here. His stats have gone down a little bit as far as like receiving yards per game, but still 107 for 3,300 yards is just crazy. Not to mention he also has about 60 carries for about 600 yards. 10 yards per carry is it's pretty good, I'd say. I mean, that's pretty solid for Corey Davis. So now we have Breece Hall stats. By the way, I have him in every single one of my fantasy leagues so far. Hopefully he ends up panning out. My fingers are obviously crossed. But here are his stats here in Madden 23. We got 5 yards per carry, 2,300 rushing yards on about 450 carries, which is not bad at all. 5 yards per carry in this game is much better than I thought it was going to be. So Breece has been going crazy. And our longest run is a rush for 75 yards. But yeah, 5 yards per carry is pretty good. That's pretty solid. Who else do we have? Let's go over Jalen Hurts' stats. I want to see my interception to touchdown ratio. I'm actually kind of scared to see this. I'm kind of afraid. Okay. I mean, 53 for 30, is that good? I mean, that's probably good for like Madden 23, right? That has to be. I mean, that doesn't seem that good. Obviously, I could play some cleaner football. Okay. I mean, almost 5,000 passing yards. Okay. All right. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. We're 23 over. That's not bad. That's not bad. All right. So yeah, that is our, that's the team right now, currently on August 23rd, 2022. There is the squad. If you have any questions, drop them down below. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. And as always, I will see you boys in the next one.